Om Shanti. Good evening. So today's our topic is letting go, because lot of things are there in our life. We have to say let go, because lot of things we are holding in our mind or in our heart, and something you are suppressing, holding inside. Then what happens? It becomes like a volcano and it will erupt wrong time in front of the wrong people. That's why Baba says that now is time to learn that art to say, let it go. So 8 things are like that in our life, which we have to let it go. So first thing Baba says is a resentment, anger. Sometimes anger comes. We don't want to become angry, but just certain situation comes in front of us which makes us angry. Which thing makes people angry? Hmm? Like you are waiting for someone, you are running late for your meeting, somebody comes quite late, and you do become angry. But at that time, rather than becoming angry, I need to handle that situations with patience and peace. Because there will be some reason why person came late. So I need to understand situation. Sometimes people, they make lot of comments over you. You don't ask advice, you don't ask any advice for anyone, but still they start giving you advice. At that time, we do become little angry. But rather than becoming angry, good to think that maybe this time this advice is not useful, but later on in future, it will be useful for me. So if we take it positive way, then we won't become angry. Sometimes what happen, something you are doing, some work, and you are concentrating very deeply, and somebody comes and makes lot of noise. And then your mind distracted in other thing, then person becomes also angry. So here also Baba says, rather than blaming other person, I should focus within myself. I need to make myself strong and powerful, so I would not come in anyone's influence. Sometimes we have lot of expectations, and suddenly my expectations are not fulfilling. Then I do get little angry or upset. Sometimes people keep seeing mistakes in my life. They are spreading my defects, negativity. Then also we become angry. But at that time, so nice to remember the example of elephant. Like many dogs, they come to see this elephant, and as soon as they see elephant, they start barking. But you can see elephant never ever look backward. How dogs are barking, let me see. They never ever see like that way. They are walking on their path with that royalty and dignity. So Baba says, I need to maintain my self-respect, so no one can make me upset. So whenever this kind of resentment comes, I need to use the power of silence. I need to use power of tolerance in my life. Then I can able to say, let go of this resentment. Otherwise, what happened if I become angry, other person becomes angry? It creates a very big fire. And I am the one who has to work very, very hard. So that's why Baba says when this kind of situation comes in front of us, at that time, I need to become bit tolerant, bit patience, and I need to use silence power in my life. Then I can able to say, let go of this resentment. Second thing Baba says, I need to say, let go of fear. Nowadays, people have variety kind of fears in their life. What is the biggest fear people have nowadays? And no one wants to die. In a hospital, you can see how many people are suffering, but nobody wants to die, because they don't know what would happen after death. That's why souls are very, very afraid of losing this body. Soul is very much attached with the body, so soul doesn't want to die. Yeah, so how do I handle this kind of situation? Any fearful situation comes in front of me, I need to use the power of courage. Courage makes me fearless. I think I did have share one day this story with you. This is a story of the one of the state in India, Punjab. We have Brahma Kumari Center there. They say that one day what happened, the sisters, they were staying in this Brahma Kumari ashram. One day they received one little note from terrorist people. And terrorist people wanted to come that sister to the somewhere which address they have given in that note. And then they said, you bring 25 lakhs rupees and you come and see us. And the lady who was staying in sector, she was very courageous. So she decided that I will go and see them. Because if they don't see, then they will damage center, anything they would do. So she decided to go and see this terrorist. And she went. And whichever address she received, she went to that place. And somehow nobody was there. Yeah. So she looked all round. She couldn't see anyone. And then she came back home. And then one day later, another note she received. In that note, same terrorist people said that don't contact the police, don't say anyone anything. You did come yesterday, we saw you, but we couldn't come in front of you because some people were there. Yeah. So now come to this and that place. They gave another address, and we will definitely meet you there. And then this lady had that courage. She said, I will go and see them. And then she went to that place, whichever address was given to her. And when she went there, there were 4 terrorists were there. They all were AK-47 loaded gun were there in their hands. And 4 people were from different faith. 2 from Sikh religion, Sardarji were there. 1 was from Christian religion, and 1 was from Hindu religion. And as soon as they saw this sister, Brahma Kumari sister, they asked her, where is the money? And this sister said, I don't have that much money because I don't work. I live in an ashram, where people, they come, whatever they contribute, we run the centers like that. So we don't have that much money. And then they were become very, very angry. And those terrorists say to this sister, okay, now be ready for die. And this lady said, yes, I am ready for that. But before you shoot me, give me 10 minutes. I want to pray to my God. I want to remember God. I want to do little meditation. And everybody generally fulfill the final wish. So they said, okay, no problem. 10 minutes you will get. And then she sat down there and she started doing meditation, remembering Baba. And when she was remembering Baba, those terrorists, they couldn't see her. They could only see the light. White light they can see. And those two Sardarji were there. They had the vision of Guru Nanak through that sister. That one was from Christian religion. He had the vision of Jesus Christ. And one from Hindu religion. He had the vision of goddess. Yeah, so 4 people have vision of their own God, prophets, guru, whatever you say. In 1 second, they all were lost into that beautiful experience. Who would have courage to shoot their own God or prophet or guru? No one would do. And by the time this lady, she finished her meditation and she said, now I am ready. Yeah. But by that time, Baba has given very, very beautiful experience to those terrorists. And they all bow down on her feet. And they all made her free from everything and sent her with that great respect. Yeah, so what I mean, sometimes fearful situations would come in front of all of us. I need to build up that courage. If courage is there, then I can able to say, let go of fear. And Baba's children generally don't have fear of the death. Because Baba says, we already are dead here. Baba has given us temporary this body. We are just little while in this body. Any time can become our final moment. So we are not fearful of the death or any situation. That kind of courage Baba gives us through the power of meditation. So I need to have that power to say, let go of my fear. Third thing is, I need to say, let go of attachment. How do I say let go of attachment? For that, I need to understand difference, contrast between attachment and love. There is a very fine borderline is there between love and attachment. Love is such a positive, pure quality is there. Attachment is a negative side is there. Love makes you free, independent. Attachment makes you dependent. does not make you free, independent. And nowadays you can see people have various kind of dependency in their life. Sometimes some people have physical dependency. They can't walk properly, they can't do things properly. They need to take support of other people. That is called like a physical dependency. Some people have emotional dependency. Attachment makes you emotionally dependent, because like my emotions, different people are controlling. Like I have given the remote control of my emotions to somebody else. Somebody press the button, makes me sad and happy. Somebody makes me happy. Hmm? So Baba says that is called emotional dependency. I am responsible of my emotions. I don't have to give that remote control to anyone else. Sometimes we have intellectual dependency. Sometimes somebody gives us some task, intellectual task to do. We find it's very difficult to do. We need some people's help, support, then I can able to do. That is called intellectual dependency. Sometimes people have social dependency. They depends on people, what people will say, what my community will say, what my society will say. Just constantly that fear is there inside. Yeah. Sometimes people have spiritual dependency. Sometimes we need to make special effort. They can't do anything by themselves. If program will come from Madhuban or from center, only they can make some effort. Otherwise, very, very difficult to do this kind of spiritual effort in their life. So attachment makes me like dependent. So that's why Baba says that I need to work on myself. Yeah, wherever there is attachment, I need to learn the lesson to become a detached. Hmm? Detachment means you don't talk to anyone, you remain by yourself. It's not like that. Yeah, you are doing everything, you are involving yourself in every activity, but internally you are detached. You are not attached with anything. Like give you example of the nurse. Yeah, nurse you can see in hospital. She looks after all patient. She has lot of love for each and every person, but she's not attached with any patient. That is called detachment. Yes, so when I practice more and more detachment, then I can able to become free from attachment. And two words I need to work on that one, I and my. When I say this is mine, this is belongs to me, and then attachment comes. If somebody will lose their thing, it would not affect me. But if I lose something which belongs to me, then it will affect me very, very badly, because that attachment is there. Yeah, so once I realize Baba, I recognize Baba, I realize myself, then we can able to say, let go of attachment. Another thing is, fourth one Baba is saying that now is time to say, let go of my arrogance. Ahankar. Different forms of arrogance is there. First is the awareness of the body. I am a male, I am a female. Second step is body consciousness. Sometimes some nice talent, specialty I have, just subtle arrogance is there. I have those talents, qualities. Third one is arrogance of the body. Sometimes everybody praise you. Oh, you are like that. You have this and that. And we accept that praise and that arrogance comes. And final one is a gamand. Gamand has more negativities there. Very strong vibes of negativities there. You consider yourself superior. Yeah, and you put down other people. That is called gamand. So once I understand the different forms of ego, arrogance, yeah, then I can able to say, let go of that arrogance. Like what is the sign of ego? So they have hunger for the name and fame. Always they expect some name, fame, recognition. They are hiding insecurity. Arrogant people are very, very insecure people. They cause disturbance to the self and others. Because arrogant, when you become a very, very arrogant, yeah, you give so much pain to yourself and others. If others are moved forward, you can't see that one because inside you burning in the fire of jealousy. So Baba says, sign of ego is like that. So I need to become a very, very humble. If humility is there, self-respect is there, then I can say, let go of this arrogance. When do I have to become humble? When you succeed in some beautiful task, then I need to remain humble. When you are right in something, then you have to remain humble. When someone else needs the spotlight, at that time, I need to be humble. Sometimes when life teaches you some beautiful lessons, at that time I have to be very, very humble. Because we know if arrogance comes, the sign of arrogance is a downfall. So I need to sit in silence, solitude, and I need to work with myself. And I need to find out if little bit arrogance is there, then I need to work on that one. Then that humility will come. That's why we always compare arrogant people with the coconut tree. You see, coconut tree has fruit, but not easy to reach that fruit. While climbing coconut tree, if you fall, your bones will be crushed. You will hurt. And coconut tree cannot give the shelter to anyone. You can't sit underneath the coconut tree. So arrogant people, they do have beautiful qualities, but they cannot give the experience of those beautiful qualities to others. People cannot take any benefit. That's why Baba says, in this life, I need to remain very, very humble. Then I can able to say, let go of arrogance. Fifth thing Baba says, I need to say, let go of my past memories. Because sometimes we all have made mistakes in past. And what we do? We sit down and think about those mistakes. Generally, when people remember past, they don't remember the good thing of the past. They remember the bad thing of the past. And then past gives me lot of pain, lot of suffering. So Baba says, I need to let go of my past, because past is past. You can't change. It's happened. But present is in my hand. And according to my present life, my future will be like that. So if I keep remind myself that I need to focus my mind into my present life, appreciate my present life, then my future will be excellent. So first thing I need to appreciate myself, and then I should appreciate everybody else. Say that attitude of gratitude. When I say thank you to everyone from my heart, that is called appreciation. And with that awareness, Baba says, I can able to say, let go of my past memories. Because sometimes some things are very, very deep within me. It takes time to take away that deep-rooted sanskaras of sorrow. So for that I need to work quite a bit in silence. Need to do some inner work. I need to sit in yoga bhakti. I need to talk to Baba. I need to do that open heart surgery. Baba is my best surgeon. He will do this open heart surgery and makes me free from those deep rooted sorrow, pain, hurt, whatever is there. So I need to give chance to myself. Then I can able to say, let go of past memories. I remember the one sister, she came to see me. In her life, something happened. I think her and her sister, they both were young, and in their young life, they both wanted to get married with one person. And then this lady, she was the eldest one, another one, her younger sister. And then somehow her younger sister, she got married to this person. And this one became very, very sad, very unhappy. She never forgiven her sister throughout her life. And she went into the depression. And then one day she came and she spoke whatever happened in her life. Then I explained her that now is time. You have to forgive her whatever happened. If you keep everything inside, which is not healthy for you. And then she realized, sat in meditation, had talked with Baba, and whatever thing was sitting in her heart, she removed and she forgiven her sister. And then she became free from that past. And now she's very good. So sometimes we keep those past memories, past experiences, or past situations, whatever happened in life. We keep remembering, and if you constantly remember something, it goes into your subconscious mind. And something goes into your subconscious mind, it's not easy to remove from there. I need to work hard to remove that thing. Another thing Baba says, I need to say, let go of some situations. Because in Brahmin life, Baba is with us, knowledge is with us, power of good karmas are there. Lot of boons we have collected, duas we have collected. But still sometimes some bitter situation comes. So at that time, Baba says, I need to adopt positive attitude towards those situations. That these situations are here to teach me good lesson. These situations are here to make me very, very firm and powerful. These situations are here to make me experienced. Because if you been through certain situations, then other person are going through similar kind of situation. You can explain them through your own experience. You've been through. So it will come from your heart. And something comes from the heart, it's hit the heart. If it will come from head, it will disappear after a little while. Yeah. So I need to adopt that kind of positive attitude towards situations. Then I can able to learn something. Then I can able to become powerful from those situations. Look, all our dadis who have given whole their life to this yajna. Not many problems came in their life. They learned from those situations. So if I have that attitude of learning, then I can able to move forward from those situations. I tell you one little story. In that story, they say that this is story of king and his advisor. The king, he was a bit negative, critical, but his advisor was very, very positive. Any situation would come, he would take it positive way. In early days, the king, they used to take lot of interest in hunting. So one day, king went for hunting with his advisor, and while hunting, he cut his finger. As soon as he cut his finger, he had lot of pain. Finger was bleeding, and his advisor was there. He said, "Hey king, take it positive way. You will experience some benefit." And king could not take it positive way. He became very angry. And we all know when person becomes angry, what happens? Intellect doesn't work properly. You can't make right decision in your life. So because of that anger, he put his advisor into a jail. And few days later, again he had desired to go for hunting, and this time he was alone. because his advisor was in jail. So while hunting, he got lost into the jungle. And in jungle, some aboriginal people were there. In early days, they used to sacrifice human beings in front of gods and goddesses. So these aboriginal people were looking someone whom they can offer to God. And suddenly they found this king and they became very happy. They thought that we got very nice offering to God. So they took him to that place. But early days, that was a one principle, that you cannot offer broken image to God. Image has to be unbroken. So they checked his body and the finger was damaged. He cut his finger. So they thought that this is a broken image. We can't offer to God. And they made him free. And king became very, very happy. And then he remembered that when I cut my finger, my advisor told me that you will experience some benefit. And today I experience benefit. Otherwise, they would offer me to their god and goddesses. And he became very happy. And then he came back to his palace and he went to the jail where his advisor was there. And he told the whole story to his advisor. And his advisor said, "Hey king, you put me into jail. I took it positive way. Imagine if you didn't put me into the jail, they would kill me." He would offer him because he was perfectly all right. Yeah. So what I mean, situations will come in front of everyone. We are living in center. We are dealing with so many different kind of personalities. So their swabhav, sanskaras, clashes of culture, nature, those kind of situations will come in front of us. You are staying in with your family. So family level situation would come. But we all have to face those situations. Yeah. But I need to have that positive attitude towards them. Then I can able to face them very nicely. And I can able to learn something. And I can able to say, let go of those situations. Yeah. And seventh thing Baba says, I need to say, let go of stress. Because nowadays you can see stress is omnipresent. Everybody is experiencing stress in this world. It doesn't matter whichever age group you are, whichever field you are working, everywhere people are complaining. There is so much stress is there. Even little children use this term. I met other day one little boy, 5-year-old boy. I said, "How are you?" "Sister, I am no good." I said, "What happened?" He said, "Oh, in my school I have to do so much homework. I'm having headache and I experience stress." And I was amazed. And I was thinking, when I was that age, I did not know the definition of stress or headache. Yeah, but nowadays this word has become very, very common. Everybody is experiencing stress. So how do I become free from the stress? So Baba says, if I want to become free from the stress, I need to become very, very flexible in my life, according to the time, according to the situation, according to the people, according to the country, according to the culture. If I can able to become flexible, then I will not have stress. And whoever are around me, they would not experience any kind of stress. So that's why I need to see how flexible we are. Because they say that those who mold, they can become a real gold. So I need to imbibe that kind of molding power. Acceptance I need. If there is a balance is there in my life, some sort of creativity is there, which all those things will help me. Sometimes when you are very, very stressful, just go for a walk, do some sort of exercise. And after exercise, you feel so good. Sometimes that attitude of gratitude will help us also. Sometimes if I have some kind of hobbies, then hobbies will help me to take away my mind from those stressful situations to enjoyable things. So I need to develop some nice hobbies in my life. Then I will experience less stress. So all those different methods when I apply in my life, then I can able to say, let go of stress. I remember the one story I tell you. I was in India. I was reading one newspaper. In that newspaper, this story was written. In that story, they say that there was a very poor man. Yeah, one day he decided that let me go and buy a lotto ticket. Because nowadays in India, they have many lottery shops. So he went and he bought this lotto ticket. And after that, he came home and he thought that, oh, I don't have fortune to win this kind of lotto. So he gave that lotto ticket to his family members and he completely forgotten. Yeah, and the day when result was out, family member knew that he won huge amount of the lottery, 2,500,000 of rupees, something like that amount was written. And all family member came together. Yeah. And they all were thinking how to give this good news to this poor man. No? Because you can't tell someone so suddenly. Anything could happen. Yeah. So they all had different ideas. And at last, one person was very sensible. He said, I think we should contact our family doctor and let our family doctor to explain about this lottery thing to this poor man. And they all were agree. And then they contacted their family doctor. And family doctor invited this poor man into his office. And they were chatting. And after chatting, he asked question to this poor man, said, imagine in your life, if you win 10,100,000 of rupees, what would you do? He won 25, but he started with 10. And then this poor man said that I don't have fortune to win that huge amount of money. But doctor said, just visualize, what would you do? And then he said, okay, if I win that much amount of the money, then I will buy my own house. He was renting the house. And then doctor and this poor man were chatting. And then again he asked another question. Imagine in your life, if you win 1,500,000 of rupees, what would you do? And poor man said, okay, if I win that much amount of the money, then I'll have very beautiful furniture in my house and I will buy a car, good car. And then again they started chatting, and when third time doctor asked, imagine if you win 2,500,000 of rupees, what would you do? And by the time he lost his temper, he really became angry. He said, why you are asking me all this question again and again? And doctor said, you calm down. Just visualize, what would you do? Now inside anger was there. And we all know when person become angry, what happens? He can't make right decision. And because of that anger, he said, if I win that much amount of the money, then half amount of the money, I will give it to you. And here doctor was thinking, oh my God, he's going to give me 12,500,000 of rupees. And doctor had heart attack. So we all are living in such a world where you cannot share good news to anyone or bad news to anyone. Mind cannot take it. So that's why Baba says, I need to become very flexible in my life. And I need to say, let go of this stress. And eighth thing is, I need to say, let go of expectations. Sometimes we have a lot of expectations from others rather than having, because everybody cannot be like me. I have to accept as they are without any expectations. Yeah. So here I need to become selfless. If I become a selfless and keep doing selfless service for God, then I would not have any expectations. One day Dadi Janki was saying we should have zero expectations from everyone, not to expect anything. And if my expectations are not fulfilled, what would happen? More and more frustration and anger will come. Yeah, that's why Baba says just become a selfless server. Baba help us. Same way, if anybody helps, good to help everyone, good to guide everyone, but without expectations. Yeah, then we won't become upset or disturbed. So these 8 things Baba wants us to say, let it go. And when I say let it go, these 8 things, then my life will become very beautiful and enjoyable. Because we all been through all those things. So now and then just need little checking point. How much we are say let it go to all those things. Yeah. So Baba is reminding us today. Yeah. So that was today's class. And so you remember which 8 things? Can we revise one more time? Let go of resentment. First one. Second one, let go of fear. Third one, let go of attachment. Fourth one is let go of arrogance with humility. Fifth one is let go of the past memories with appreciating present life. Sixth one is let go of situation with learning the lessons. Seventh is let go of stress with being flexible. And eighth one is let go of expectations with selfless service. Baba says, Ichcha matram avidya, ignorance of any desires, expectations. Yeah, so these 8 things I need to remind myself. Okay, so that was this evening class.